We're about to embark on a journey that nearly all Cubans told me is impossible due to the worst fuel crisis in history and decades long of blackouts that have been plaguing this country. And we're beginning this journey in the city of Santa Clara, the city that was decisive in the triumph of the revolution because Ernesto Che Guevara, a maestro in guerrilla warfare tactics, was able to derail this train, seizing the last weapons of the Batista regime and destroying the morale, ultimately leading to Fulgencio Batista fleeing the country and changing Cuban and world history forever. And so we're gonna have to find out how the hell we're gonna get from here all the way to Baracoa at the very far eastern end of Cuba. Join me on an adventure from Santa Clara, heading east. Let's go. Para ti, ¿qué fue Che Guevara?
El amor de la vida de nosotros, principalmente en el mundo entero, catalogado como un santo. Es el sistema que tengo yo, porque él vino de Argentina y atravesó Latinoamérica completa, ¿me entiendes? Que todo para llegar a Cuba. Y al final fue el primer comandante que hubo aquí, con los grados.
¿Y por qué él se fue de Cuba en 1965?
Ahí pasó algo extraño. Ahí pasó algo extraño. ¿Ves?
¿Y usted cómo se sintió cuando falleció en Bolivia?
Dolor. Porque Che era amor. El Che era único. Fíjate que Fidel Castro lo quiso más a él que a su propio hermano, que a Raúl. Porque Che Guevara era original. El Che Guevara no tenía mengua con nadie. Cuando decía la verdad, la verdad.
It's awfully interesting to hear these older people repeat these like propaganda, warlike, heroic stories of Fidel Castro, Che Guevara, Camilo Cienfuegos. But the truth is that Che was a big threat to Fidel Castro. And that's one of the reasons he left and he was ultimately killed. And same with Camilo Cienfuegos. They became martyrs and used as propaganda pieces all throughout the country. But Fidel Castro, needless to say, was the most cunning of them all, which is why he lasted. Well, time to catch a bus to Santiago. It was a bitch and a half to reserve, but we got it done. As we head east, we're not gonna see anything tonight because as you can see, it's dark. It's a nocturnal nighttime bus. General rule of thumb is the further east you go, the worse the conditions get. So we'll find out on the way what it's gonna be like in the eastern half of Cuba. So this is the bus station. We have a couple of these battery powered lights, but this is typical in Cuba, traveling during blackouts. Everyone's used to it. We've already ran into our first travel difficulty. I guess the bus is gonna be delayed like 2 or 3 hours.
Very serious problems.
With the gas.
Yeah.
There's no gas and we have probably over 50 people here. What a shit show, man. The bus hasn't even left Havana, which means it's gonna be 4 to 5 hours later than the expected departure time. We have all these poor Cubans here just waiting, and the official workers for the bus line say, oh, it's gonna be here soon, but they're just sort of lying, trying to keep people calm. And then you have other people who work here unofficially and try to take advantage of the situation and say that they can get me a hotel and bring me back into the city and that I'll get a full refund, which is also a lie because I can't expect anything officially to work here customer service wise. So it is what it is, guys. Maybe we're not gonna make it east. Maybe our journey stops here. Not really sure, but we're just gonna have to camp out here for some hours. I'm just gonna lay here on the bus station floor, probably 3 or 4 hour nap. Hard floor, right next to the area where the moms breastfeed. Guys, it's a miracle. The bus actually came here 5 hours later, 1:30 in the morning. Wow, it's really cold. Good thing I have a sweater. And now I guess there's not enough seats for everyone. And we have 12 hours to go. Cuba, man. Okay guys, 7 a.m. We're in Camagüey. Still have like 5 hours to go. Well, most people have got off. Man, what surprises me about Cuba is just the amount of land that could be used for so many things, for agriculture, for livestock, cows. It is just empty.
Grábame para ver si alguien me coge por ahí y me lleva para allá, para el país tuyo, para allá.
Hey, Papa. Wow, after nearly 16 hours, we have arrived.
You remember?
¿Qué tal? ¿Qué pasa?
Yo taxista aquí, tú no es primera vez a Cuba, tú primera vez a Cuba, no.
No,
Ah,
me has fichado, joder.
sí, sí.
Calle Hagüey.
Calle Hawái, ¿tú vas para calle Hawái? 1000 pesos, ¿puede ser?
Listo. Hey, nos vemos.
Primero le cobro soy yo.
1000. Buena gente.
Buena gente.
Hey, Santiaguero.
Sí.
Chao.
Lejos, pensé que era más cerca, no Loma. Hay Loma.
Sí, pero fuiste dando vueltas.
No, porque había que dar la vuelta por las lomas. Ya, son $20 ya.
$20.
Sí, eso es lo que vale la carrera.
2,000 pesos quieres decir.
No, $20.
Hermano,
Hermano.
estás echando broma.
No.
$20.
Es las-
No, esto es la estafa más grande.
2,000 pesos.
¿Por qué me estás diciendo mentiras?
2,000 pesos, ya no te cuadra así, 2,000 y ya.
Pero ¿cómo vas de 2,000 pesos a $20? Eso es
No,
10,000
bueno,
pesos.
No me den los $20, 2,000 pesos ya.
Dijiste primero 1,000.
Sí, pero porque
Y no
pensé-
tengo problema con dar propina, ¿eh?
Pensé que era cerca.
Sí.
Pensé que era cerca.
Pero tú eres el santiagüero. Tú eres el santiagüero.
Sí, pero que cuando me dijiste que eras por el hotel, eras más lejos.
1,500.
Ah, ya. Ya. No problem, no problem.
They think I'm stupid. They'll lie right to my face. But Cubans would not tolerate that. I'm telling you that. Cubans would scream at that guy. Anyways, the situation here is difficult, and you know, people have to make a living, and so it is what it is. Now, I don't know how much time I'm gonna spend here in Santiago and see things, because one, it's really hot, two, it has a lot of those scammers, and then three, I'm more interested in the nature, and of course our ultimate destination is the very far eastern end. I'm just happy that I got here because Cubans told me that this was going to be impossible to get to this part of Cuba, but life continues here, and for the moment we have electricity. This is my room. It was €25 a night. I usually just choose the best rated or even the most expensive because they might have solar panels and I need to charge my cameras and stuff, but what a fun journey to get here. And the fact that my bus last night from Santa Clara to here was delayed 5 hours, that was the first problem I had in a time when Cuba is undergoing an absolute crisis. And at the filming of this video, Trump is saying he's gonna launch a new operation called A New Dawn. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'll be in Cuba for it to happen. These videos will be history, but yeah, I'm gonna take a nap, take a shower, and we'll see what's next. I wanted to show you guys the evening scene here. There's no music on the streets, not very typical. This is the main boulevard, and hola. And what can I say? It's a nice vibe here. You can definitely tell the lack of gas makes it feel totally shut down. I buy water, and you guys, you know that they opened it or they're recycling bottles and filling it up with water somehow. And if they boil it, I'm not gonna get sick, but listen, man, I've been sick twice. I'm not about to be sick a third time. But there's like no water in the city outside of the tap water, and this is what they do. They fill it up and they close it to almost make it look like it's from the store, but and it tastes a little bit funny. Actually, it almost tastes like chlorine. This place is lively, man. You'd think Cuba is like, Cuba's burning and there's zombies running around and that like it's mayhem based on the news reports and the blackouts. Actually, it's pretty lit. Good place for kids to come. Hola.
How you doing, bro?
Good. What's your name?
Luciano.
And tell me, you were one of the people who were what's known as Marielitos.
Yes.
Fidel Castro gave you permission to
Yes.
go to Florida.
Yes. Go to America. So the American, they welcome me with the open arm. They give me a chance. But I f***ed up. I started using drugs. I don't blame the America for my things because I'm the one that did wrong. You know what I'm saying? So 1986, I go into jail. And in 1992, when I finished jail, they sent me back to Cuba.
This is a really family-oriented park.
Yeah.
Look at all the kids out playing.
Yes.
The way that they made me think that Cuba is right now with the fuel problems is that it's like a zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
And that life is impossible. It's difficult. But you still see this in Cuba.
Yes.
Nice place.
And not only that, everybody, for example, a kid passing right now crying that he don't see their mom, and you take it to look for his mom or take it to the police, not steal it.
Oh yeah. There's no baby stealers here.
No.
Look
Somebody see a baby here,
Yeah.
and we see him, we kill him. No shit.
Oh shit.
We're not sorry for that. We kick him,
Yeah.
fuck him up.
You guys take care of the kids here.
Yes. They kill, man. What the fuck do they know? They don't know nothing.
Take care. Good night.
Yeah. They
All
tell you
right.
good
Bye
night,
bye, bro. Bye bye. This guy that I met was just such a character that we are going to film an entire separate video with him. But I wanted to show you the sunset here. Look at the sun setting. And as we walk down the street, the main street, usually the lights will go out and it's an interesting walk home. A dark walk home. And there was only one moment last year when I felt in danger when I came to Cuba, and I was needing to switch $20 to pay the taxi. So I had to go with the guy down a dark street, down one of these side streets, and I just got really bad vibes. But they didn't rob me, but I did feel that bad vibe, you know, that I've never felt in Cuba outside of that one time. Just had myself a couple beers. This is the main street in Santiago, downtown Santiago. This is crazy, man. No other country on earth is like this. I have my iPhone 15 out, I have a camera, and I have probably $20 in Cuban pesos. Man, I just can't even describe how just strange it is to travel in Cuba. I wish you could see the stars with me. Muchas gracias, Qué cómodo, me gusta mucho.
Sí, vuelve.
¿Usted cuántos años lleva cortando pelo?
28.
¿Y por qué no trabajas en peluquería de mujeres?
Estuve ahí y después cogí barbería.
¿Y te gusta más?
Sí, me gusta más la barbería.
¿Por qué?
Es mejor, menos complicado.
Los hombres somos sencillos, ¿a que sí?
Exactamente.
Good morning from Santiago. Today we have to look for public transport to get to Guantanamo. Not Guantanamo Naval Base, the original city, but here on a Monday morning, this is the line that hundreds of Cubans, maybe even more, are waiting to get their daily limit, which is only a couple dollars maximum. So let's be honest, that's not the US's fault that they can't withdraw more money. They need money to buy food and they have to wait hours. Some told me 3 or 4 hours minimum. Okay guys, check this out. In Santiago, I was able to get a contact that had an account in the United States. I sent him $200 US with Cel, and he came here to my place and hand delivered $200 US. This is what the inflation looks like now. I've been usually using bills of 500 and 1,000, so that would have given me less, but it seems like they want to get rid of these. And I don't actually mind, even though it's a lot to fit in my bag. Look at that. This way, it's better to give tips and also to help out the people on the street, because truthfully, I can't afford to be giving everyone 1,000 every time I see someone that needs money or help. That's $2. I know people that live in the United States might think I'm cheapskate, but yeah, just giving out this to a person on the street quickly, if you think they need help and they're respectful, really works out well having these smaller bills. The second phase of our journey begins now. I have both my bags, and a little bit nerve-wracking because I'm carrying all my cash, everything I have. Not that that's a problem, but yeah, we have to walk about 30 minutes, 2 kilometers or more to get to a taxi stop, and there's no guarantees. Once I get to that spot, I can't guarantee I'll have transport to Guantanamo, and then from Guantanamo to Baracoa. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear and do it the Cuban way. So let's go. All right, we're in luck. We got a nice taxi ride for 800 pesos. Remember the first bicycle taxi, the guy who pedals, that was a shorter distance, he wanted $20. So in this park down here, I swear to God, yesterday, I had 2 really suspicious guys, like undercover cops, looking at me, eyeballing me with my friend, the Marialito, Ernesto, the guy who was deported, and he was like recording me with his cell phone. I swear to God, he thought something was up. He thought I was up to something, but it just gave me a really bad vibe. So far, we're good though. We haven't been arrested or questioned. Muchas gracias, señor. Nos vemos, ¿vale?
Yuma.
Yuma.
Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre said.
Fucking. I go.
You see, that guy was so honest. He charged me way less than anybody else has charged me. All right, this place is like really active. Holy shit. It's a different vibe here. They're definitely gonna try to hustle me some way or another. We're gonna be taking one of these, you guys. Oh, Christ. ¿Esto es Guantánamo?
Guantánamo. 5.000 o si no, no te llevo. Porque me busco problemas contigo en el punto de control.
Pero para ellos 3,000.
Ah, 3.000 porque son nacionales cubanos. ¿Tú tienes carnet cubano?
No.
No me sirve entonces. Te estoy cobrando yo 5.000 porque si no tienes un coche de esos privados, te cobra $200. Yo te cobro aquí 5.000.
Vale.
No tengo problema en el punto. 5.000.
Vale. Tranquilo.
Ay, pero creo que tiene. Ay, Dios mío.
Está ocupado, muchacha.
Perdón.
Mira, estoy aquí en el carro ya que el carro se está llenando. Mira, siéntese.
Está ligado.
Que está ocupado.
Es aquí al lado del señor.
Vale.
Ay, señor.
All right, guys, this is totally and I realized I didn't buy any water.
Espérate, para que me lo ponga en el maletín.
When I was getting up here on the bus, I swear someone was trying to pick my pockets, but like a guy was right there in my bag, and since I just left that other taxi tip, I did have the money pocket open. I don't think he got anything. And remember, I have so many small bills that I can't tell if he took anything. What a fucking shit show this is, man. Everyone here is so stressed out. Muchas gracias. Ahora. Esto. Gracias, no. Por ahí.
Dime, chulada.
Si tienen sed, señor.
Sí, tiene vaso para tomar agua.
Coño, pero está sudando.
No tengo un vaso.
Son 4.
No pasa nada. Mi mujer es venezolana, no quiero una
Oye,
cubana.
Venezuela es un arrastro, mijo, mira. Una negra cubana.
Échame un poquito ahí.
Mira, es una negra cubana, una negra media. Mira,
They're always trying to hook me up with Cuban girls.
¿qué no haces en Cuba si tu mujer está en Venezuela? Mira, escúchame tú a mí. ¿Qué no haces en Cuba?
Conociendo.
Conociendo.
Sí.
Chica, así en Cuba, ¿sí? Porque quiero ir más que ver en Cuba. Apagones, todo. Entonces, mira, tú escucha la negra linda esa. En tu país la negra linda, ¿cómo es esa? Mírala, pero mírala. Hombre, mira que negra más linda.
Sí, yo sé que es bonita, hermano, ya.
Óyeme.
Está haciendo pesada.
Ya.
Pesado.
Ah, pesado.
Haciendo pesado.
Para amigo. 3667.
Hola.
¿Tú aquí?
All right, so we've been waiting here for like an hour, and we're still waiting for 3 more passengers, but there's no room. There's space for 1 person right there, but they want to fit 3 in here to maximize the profits. And as you heard, they want to charge me more. I'm a person just like these people, man. They shouldn't be discriminating against me. Now it's time to pay you guys. 3,000.
5 lucas, si no vas, ven. Te dije que no me voy a regar contigo porque...
Pero hay que ser igual.
Montarte para que no me llegue la lucha aquí arriba.
Pero ¿lo ves justo? ¿Lo ves justo?
Te dije que si no, mira, ve con el otro, te va a cobrar 7, 8, 10 mil pesos.
Pero no es justo.
No, no es justo, pero justo no es que me ponga una multa por ti. ¿Viste?
That guy's a cunt right there. Yo pensé que Cuba fue un país donde tratan todas las personas iguales y no discriminan, ¿eh?
Unos
Joder.
sí, unos sí, otros no.
Esto no es socialismo, esto es horrible.
Vandalismo.
Vandalismo. Esto fue un singao. Un singao total. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. Vamos en camino a Guantánamo. Well guys, the Cuban countryside is just gorgeous. Oh, there's a baseball field down there. Look at some country kids playing baseball. These guys want to see the YouTube video when it's up. I'm gonna title it Traveling Across Cuba Without Electricity and Gas. Oh, espera. Okay. Va a salir en este canal. Adventure Elliot.
Aventura Elliot.
Yeah, but in English. Pero es Adventure Elliot en inglés. What's your name? Eddie Lacey. What's your name? Rosemary? Maybe? Yanis? I don't understand the Cuban names, you guys. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Elaine? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Yerienia? You guys, I don't understand any of the Cuban names, man. Los nombres cubanos me cuestan. Yureni, Yorainis, Yalairi, Jessica. Epa. We have a new passenger, nuevo pasajero.
Te pegó lo de la venezolana,
Épale, épale. Mama huevo. ¿Cómo se dice mama huevo en cubano? Come pinga. Come pinga, mama. Vale. In Cuban Spanish, mama huevo, which is Venezuelan, is come pinga. Come pinga. Oye, come pinga. Oh. That guy was the police, I didn't even know it. Policía. Qué miedo. No, fue amable, fue amable. Mi Instagram es el mismo. Adventure Elliot.
Ay, vamos a...
Estás sudando mucho. Jesus Christ, it's so bumpy.
Cuando pare.
Sí. Hidrátate. Oh! These f***ing roads are worse than Congo, man. Shit. Oh, he's puking. He's puking. Oh, poor guy. I'm trying to get in my bag to find some wipes I have, but there's no f***ing room in here. Pardon my French, you guys. This is a f***ing disaster. There's even a dog. There's even a dog. I didn't know there was a puppy. That's a cute puppy, un cachorrito. I knew these would come in handy. Yeah.
Un telementol.
I got the wipes, she's got the mint, someone else has the water. That's the smell to take away the nausea, she says. And then we have the puppy for sentimental support. The only thing that could make this worse is if I got diarrhea, which has happened twice on this trip. ¿Usted es veterano de Angola también?
Sí.
Veterano?
Sí.
Wow. Bendiciones.
Tuve 2 veces en Angola y una vez en Etiopía. Tuve 1 año y 6 meses en Etiopía y 2 años.
Vale. A Cuban hero. He fought in apartheid in Angola, or helped that cause, and in Ethiopia. I can't remember exactly what. And now, bye bye. And he just puked like a champion. Now he's going to his farm there. He said that some criminals killed the farmer the other day and stole the cows, because cows are very valuable here. Carne de res, beef. It's so scarce that people are starting to kill and steal for that now. Just like in Venezuela in years past. Really f***ed up. We f***ing made it. Oh. And this girl, ciao.
Chao.
This girl brought a freaking mirror from Santiago.
Yo pensé que iba a hacer una fuerza que tú ibas a ayudar aquí.
Vale.
En el documental.
Te ayudo.
Pesa, espera. Pesa, espera. Vamos, fíjate. Espérate, Elliot, cuidadito, ¿viste? Andando, monta esto aquí, vamos. ¿A dónde ahora? Dale, súbete, Dani. Allá nos cogieron ahí ya. Aquí mismo, qué rápido. Aquí tenemos a Elliot el puente.
All right.
Gracias, Elliot, buen viaje.
All right.
Y mucha suerte en tu documental.
Y ahora vas a vender el espejo, ¿no?
A venderlo, a buscar los dólares.
Eres una empresaria, ¿eh?
Emprendedora, una emprendedora.
Emprendedora guantanamera.
Santiaguera.
Santiaguera. Peligrosa.
No,
Muy peligrosa. Muy peligrosa.
Chao, amiga.
Chao.
Cuídense. Elio, cuídate. Chao.
Chao, mi amor, mis amores.
Me mandas el video. Ah, bueno, no.
Cuídenles, señor. ¿Vale?
Vale.
Cuídenles. O voy a por ti.
Cuídate también.
Worst roads I've ever been on, by far. An absolute disaster. We came in this big thing, and that mother back there charged me $5,000. We charged the Cubans $3,000. Whatever. It is what it is. Because now we're gonna skip Guantanamo, which many have said it's not the greatest city. And again, not Guantanamo U.S. Naval Base. We're gonna go to the coast. And I think we're gonna finally be able to see the beautiful countryside before the sun goes down. This one's smaller. Me. Everyone smokes everywhere in Cuba. Okay.
Mercedes, dale, llama a tu hermana.
Jesus Christ. This is hell, and then you have to count all the cash. Un follón. Esto está difícil, eh? Ay, Dios mío. I'm like counting the cash, making sure I have all my stuff here so I don't get robbed. Not that these people are gonna rob me, but someone out there. Very, very weird environment here in Guantanamo. Bad vibes. Pero ya vine de Santiago, estoy acostumbrado. Somos fuertes.
Nosotros más.
Sí. Los cubanos son los más fuertes de todo Hispanoamérica, no, del mundo.
Así mismo.
So it costs $6,000, which is $12 US to go 3 or 4 hours. This is Guantanamo, and you have to imagine, para los cubanos, este precio, 6,000, es muy difícil pagar para ir a casa, ¿no? Sí.
Para poder venir aquí a ver a los presos. Mi hijo está preso.
¿Por qué?
Por problemas razones, pero mi hijo tiene problemas de loco. Tiene papeles de loco, diabetes, enfermo.
Sí, pero necesita ayuda, es decir, no está preso, necesita ayuda. Sí. ¿Esto fue para tu hijo?
Y no me lo dejaron pasar.
Wow.
Y no le dan arroz. Y lo que le dan es una flauta y media de pan. ¿Tú crees que eso es sopa? ¿Tú crees que eso es comida?
No. We are actually hauling ass. I don't think you can see the road. It's hard to see. It's a shame because we're going to see some of the most amazing nature in Cuba as we move along. The Cuban grandma, man, she's so cute. Me duele el culo. It is just inhumane to be scrunched in here like this. Everyone is in pain right now. we had an accident, man, I think all of us would be toast. Now we have mountains to pass, and the road is very zigzaggy. No windshield wiper and no window as well. Can't roll the window up. Look, an American school bus. Notice how there's no windows? Can't close the windows in these cars. Jesus. Oh. Dios mío. Hola.
Oh, cualquier cosa. Yo tengo aquí, en Baracoa, tengo mi propia casa cerca al malecón con terraza
Vale.
y buen precio.
Bueno, ya hay alquilado, señor.
Ah,
Sí. Sí.
¿La dirección de Baracoa?
No, yo sé dónde voy. Nos vemos por aquí, ¿vale?
Sí, en el centro.
After that frustrating, torturous, horrific last shared taxi ride with the Cubans, traveling the way the Cubans do, my knees were squished, my balls were squished, everyone there was in pain. We have arrived as the sun sets in Baracoa. I can't really get a good feel for the city right now because it's dark, but it's super chill. And the mountains, you guys, the mountains we passed through. It was like being in Costa Rica. We had a combination of high alpine forests. We had what appeared to be like tropical rainforest. We even had Mediterranean scrubland. We started out with Mediterranean scrubland and cactus. I could have just came here and looked at a sign like this and said, hey, we're gonna stay there. But I found the best Airbnb. I just said, yeah, man, we're gonna go with that because they have solar panels. Here we have some solar panels up there. I did see fields, entire fields with solar panels after Guantanamo. So that's interesting. The people here look so different. The demeanor seems different. They're very tan, like a mixture of tan and white, not black, as opposed to Santiago. And we'll touch on that later on in a future video. I was really starting to hate myself and get pissed off at Cuba when I was in that taxi because it was just so painful. But really, I don't have a lot to complain about, you guys. I thought I was like, oh, I'm gonna reach my breaking point. This, why did I come here? But the Cubans suffer a lot with this transportation, and elderly people, nobody should have to travel in those conditions. And also the people, the family in that little bus there, all of their kids were in jail. And they said people in the jails are being starved to death. They're dying. I don't even want to know what goes on in those jails. One person just died. They buried him today or yesterday. So you guys, the government really treats people like animals here. And it's funny because we met in Santiago Luciano, the guy who was a Marielito, who was a criminal. Fidel Castro sent him to the United States. He admitted that he was a criminal and he was in jail for heroin and guns and armed robbery in the United States, got deported, took responsibility for his actions, and he said the US jail was like a hotel. The jails here are like hell on earth. Think of like Philippines or Thailand, but with no food at all. More like Japan during World War II, or the Philippines during World War II. Now, of course, they don't bring you on a death march, as we see Che Guevara there, but they starve you to death. You can always talk shit about the United States, but the US doesn't treat its prisoners like that. Yeah, what can I say, guys? I'm happy to be here. Let's go see the Airbnb. Alimentas los perrillos, eh?
Sí, de la calle.
Eres muy bondadosa.
Gracias.
Muy cariñosa.
Gracias, mi vida.
Mira, estos perros tienen vida, ¿eh?
Sí, sí.
No son tan flaquillos. Me alegro de ver esto.
Gracias.
Hay mucho sufrimiento con
Sí,
los animales
yo lo sé,
aquí.
Yo lo sé. Son pocas las personas que ayudamos a ellos. Sí, Dios un día
¿Sí?
nos ayudará en algo. Harina y hígado.
Harina.
Hígado de pollo.
Vale, ¿puedo dejarte una donación para
Bueno, gracias.
seguir alimentando?
Muchas gracias, mi amor.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Bendiciones.
Gracias, amén, igualmente.
I haven't really seen that in Cuba before, a woman feeding the dogs. Wow. Now you see families have cats inside and they feed the cats, but there's so many street animals that are just so skinny. The cows, the horses, the humans, everyone is starving. As always, we're in a blackout here, but that actually helps me because people can't see me. So on one hand, blackouts or darkness could allow criminals to assault you and get away with it really easily. But on the other hand, they don't even know I'm here right now. Oh, guys, I wish you could see this, man. It looks like a pirate's lost town, a lost pirate's town. Wow, it really reminds me of Panama as well. I want you guys to watch that video I did in Panama, Colón, Panama. I did a couple where the Panama Canal started, and many Jamaicans and Caribbeans immigrated to Panama, and then from Panama up to Cuba when Cuba was prosperous. Imagine that. People came here looking for work before the revolution. Seriously, people came here looking for work, and people became not wealthy, but they made a life for themselves, and they acquired private property, and they became middle class. There was a healthy middle class pre-revolution. Now all there is a few rich elites, communist millionaires, and absolutely dirt poor, just absolute abject poverty. The worst poverty I've ever seen in my life. Although I haven't been to parts of Africa like Congo or whatnot, but the poverty in Cuba is unmatched. This is what it would have been like to be a Spanish settler. You would have been eating here at night after a long day's work out fishing, making houses, and instead of that light bulb up there, you just had some candlelight. Oh, I can smell the ocean. I can smell it. And now it's raining. Holy shit. Oh, it's worth getting wet, guys. This is worth it. It's like another world, literally, man. Woo! Hey! He llegado.
Han caminado mucho. Adelante.
The salt's dripping in my eyes. Hola. Hola. Fucking blind. Uy, perdón. Estoy ciego.
Sí, dale.
Oh, estamos en casa. Estamos en casa. Oh, you speak English?
Yeah, I used to teach English for a very long time.
You were an English teacher.
Yeah.
Like many Cubans who work in tourism, professionals.
Yeah. I opened the windows just a few minutes ago.
All right.
You can open them all. Or
Okay.
turn the AC.
Okay.
See how long will be the electricity. There is a generator, but there is no gas. So that's
A fan.
a rechargeable fan with a lamp.
The electricity went out. So we're gonna go explore. Woohoo! It is really pissing down. Tropical storm as soon as I get here. I don't want to get my shoes soaked. Maybe I should grab my flip-flops. Yeah, I should grab my flip-flops. Abort mission, gotta grab the flip-flops. Guys, we got the flip-flops. Oh, good thing I put the flip-flops on, man. The water is flowing. Holy shit. Oh yeah, man, this is great. Woo! Oh. Hola. I really hope I don't catch a disease from this water. I mean, it seems to be clean. I don't see like trash floating or anything, or like sewage, but it is coming from everywhere. Ah, this is the place I'm looking for. Oh my God, what a journey. What a journey. Oh, it feels so good on the feet. We made it. ¿Eres Eduardo?
Sí, sí.
Hey, ¿qué lo que, hermano?
Todo bien.
Bien. Qué bonito.
Estos son los títulos de mi hija de psicología.
Guantánamo.
Sí, psicología, psicóloga. My father.
Your father.
Economía. Y este es mío, geología. Yo, Yaniel.
Hola. Hola. Pluma. Esto parece más Costa Rica que Cuba. Wow.
Esta parte de acá, sí.
We made it, you guys. We made it to the last city in Cuba, but also the first city in Cuba. Oh, Presidente de República Dominicana. How the hell did they get this here, man? They must ship it from, well, not too far away. Listen, guys, the transport here is so that it would be easier to come from Haiti, take a boat and get to Baracoa, then land in Havana and do what I did. That should give you some context. Now, obviously people can't do that. There are no ferries. I mean, if there were ferries, it would be a really popular route. Stop in Baracoa, stop in Santiago or Cienfuegos or other places in Cuba. This place is unexplored still, unexplored. And Haiti is for that matter. But this place is 10 times safer than Haiti, which is why I will always come back to Cuba if the government lets me after these videos. Now, I really don't know if they would or wouldn't let me, because I'm not what's called the opposition, or I don't coordinate with anyone in the opposition. I'm not bringing down spy equipment or bullshit like that, but you never know, man. They're really critical right now about how Cubans, for the most part, criticize and react to the situation. Even maybe they're even a little more suspicious due to now Trump saying we're gonna take Cuba over, which he's been saying for a couple months now at this point. So, oh my God, could this evening get any better, man? It's raining out. We're in the first Spanish settlement in Cuba in the Americas, and look at this chicken, man. Look at this salad. Look at these plantains, bruh. Now, apparently the food here in Baracoa is different. It does have different flavors and better ingredients. This requires a review. This pork is so tender. It's almost like carriada in Spain. Carriada, those of you who know, you know. So tender. Oh my God. Dio mío. Wow. I am not exaggerating at all. This is the best food I've ever had in Cuba. Look at the size. Look at how much meat there is. Look at how juicy it looks. It just melts apart. Some rice doesn't have enough like salt or that texture you want. This does. These plantains have good salt. And I'm surprised by how good these tomatoes are. Gracias, muchachos. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Okay, good night.
Good night, my friend.
All right. We're coming back here, guys. This was amazing. He's a Freemason. Un mason. All right, guys. Wonderful food. Now we have to brave a little bit of the rain. Back into the streets of Baracoa. Good night. What a magical place. Listen, guys. This guy, his grandparents were Spanish. Catalan, right? He's a Freemason. Let me describe that as we walk through the dark streets of Baracoa under the rain. The Freemasons were the ones who helped inspire a lot of the liberation movements in the Americas against the Spanish Empire. Simón Bolívar was a Freemason. Francisco de Miranda was a Freemason. His grandparents were Freemasons, even though they were Spanish. And, well, they were what's called Mambises. They fought against the Spanish. The Cuban War of Independence was actually sort of like a civil war, just like even the American Revolution War was a civil war to some degree. So crazy stuff. And you know who hated Freemasonry in Spain? Hated with everything, and he was very anti-communist. Francisco Franco. Hope you enjoyed this video, this journey. How blessed am I to do this and show you guys these things. Truly, I'm grateful. So with that being said, we'll see you guys from Baracoa. Spooky, dark Baracoa. Pitch black during a blackout. Oh shit. Buenas noches. You see, we're in Latin America and it's not dangerous. Go figure. Good night, everybody from Baracoa. See you on the next video with sunlight.